Gamers, 3.5 news just dropped. There's a DAINSLEF quest, free wishes, and a shocking change to Dehya that no one expected. Let's get into it. Now, you might be noticing in the bottom corner I'm not really paying attention. It's because I'm playing Epic 7. And honestly, by the end of this, you might also understand why I didn't really care about this patch. It seems to be pretty filler. Other than we have a DAINSLEF quest coming, which is very exciting because these quests have typically been some of the best in-game. I'm very excited to see what happens next in this storyline, and everything to do with Conria has me excited. We've got some Abyss enemies, we've got this big chunky boy, this is a big beefy boy. I can't wait to fight him. So, let's continue on and see what else we've got in the 3.5 patch. Mommy is coming to Genshin Impact, aka Dehya, but unfortunately, with the leaks, they're saying that her scaling is kind of trash. That being said, it kind of makes sense because in a shocking turn of events, Dehya is going on the standard banner. I don't know if anyone really expected this. I didn't expect this, but I'm absolutely going to be skipping the Dehya banner, even though I have no Primo Gems, because I want to get her off the standard banner or losing a 50-50. She doesn't seem good enough for me to go ham on her banner. Mika is also coming to the game, but in another shocking turn of events, Eula is not getting a banner, which we're going to talk about. But people were kind of speculating you could get Mika and Eula together. It would be an awesome attack speed, physical damage build. It's not going to happen, at least not right now. Windblume Festival is also coming back with a ton of mini games. You're going to be going for some Primo Gems here, and that's about it. Don't expect this to be too much fun. I'll show you the minigames in a second. If you ever wanted to play Balloon Pac-Man, now is your chance. They made Pac-Man in the game with a bunch of balloons. There's also the Liar game, if you want to play some Dance Dance Revolution or Guitar Hero or whatever you want to call it. It's back, and you can make custom songs once again. I know that some people really like this. And then you can take pictures around Mondstadt and change the angles. Got to make sure that your picture-taking skills are all up to snuff. There's no pain in my heart or pain in my eyes. Trust me. We've got a juicy Primo Gem code, so make sure you get that as soon as possible because they do go away and you want to get all the Primos you can. Now, they showed off Dehya, and don't get me wrong, she does look cool. Her attacks are pretty sweet. She's got some kind of like pyro-official vibes going on with her one ability, and then she slams and jams with her flaming attacks after. It doesn't seem like a terrible kit. It just apparently doesn't do a lot of damage. It has some weird split scaling, but she looks pretty cool. And if you do end up getting her on the standard banner, I mean, it's probably better than getting a Chi-Chi, right? At least her and being Tanari added to the banner is kind of valuable if you don't want Chi-Chi, but at the same time, it limits your ability to get characters like Kaching or Jean. Even Mona can be a valuable character in some comps, and I think that she's kind of sleeper OP in some situations. But yeah, Dehya is coming, and I don't know if I am. Surprisingly, Cyno is getting a rerun alongside Dehya, so if you miss Cyno and you want a weaker Raiden Shogun, you can do that. But also, with Dehya's weapon being available, you can also get his polearm, and it's not a bad little polearm, so there's an opportunity there if you're interested in picking that up. Faruzan is getting a hangout event, which I know everyone's excited about. We want to find out why this old grandma looks so young. Now, I didn't catch this the first time around, but this has got to be the biggest slap in the face I've seen in a long time. Mika is a cryo support unit that boosts attack speed, has some interesting little attacks, and can even heal your unit as they do their attacks. Now, he could work with Razor, but would also be a great support for someone like Eula. And they even show Eula being supported by him in this little trailer. So obviously, we're going to be getting a Eula rerun in this patch. Nope! Ayaka and Shinhe! What? Dude, Eula hasn't been back for like a year and a half at this point. Mika is being added into the game, the obvious support, and they did you dirty. Everyone who wanted Mika wanted Eula. Everyone who wanted Eula probably wanted Mika. But they're forcing you to wish on two banners which you might not even want, and then Eula is going to come back in a later patch, a later banner without Mika most likely. That is so brutal. Maybe they won't do that. Maybe Mika will be there, but I'm not sure. Here's a code for you to hopefully settle down. If you want to cook, get some Primo Gems, and even get some new food items to boost the friendship for your friends in the Serenity Pot, then this new event is for you. I'm super excited to throw a bunch of ingredients in a big giant pot. Whoa! And now, you've heard of Theater Mechanicus. You've heard of Fungus Magungus. Now, meet Fungus Mechanicus. Take your fungi, use their special attacks to take out the turrets from Theater Mechanicus. So it's like both games mixed in one. But actually, it's just team fight tactics, kind of. You move the units around, you attack some turrets, and that's what the game mode is. It's some easy Primo Gems, most likely. Can't imagine this being too tough. Woohoo! They're also doing the Vibro Crystal, which is like a combat event. You choose some different crystals that boost you up and make you super strong. You fight a bunch of enemies. These are typically super easy because they give you insane bonuses and you just like one bang everything. So, you know, combat event, but again, it's just freebies for people to pick up. This seems like a bit of a filler patch. You just save up a bunch of Primo Gems on mini games, and you know, you got a couple quests and stuff, but this is definitely seeming like a bit of a slow patch. There is not a lot here that I'm super excited about other than the DAINSLEF quest. But I mean, that's like maybe an hour or two of content. There's no new area, no new region. So that's just something I wanted to touch on. This one might be slow. This one might be really slow. For a lot of players, I'm seeing in chat already that they're going to take a break. Grab your Primo Gems. Maybe there's some cool stuff coming, like a Leyline Overflow event. Whoa! Or, remember that card game that everyone said they were going to be playing forever and no one touches, like, at all? I've literally never went on Twitch and seen anyone streaming the card game within, like, the first 3 days that this game came out. Anyways, there's a new card mode where you get cheap cards for your first turn, or your first play each turn. So that will be kind of like the 8 Omni Dice one. It was like a little mini game that you play. This isn't a change to the actual game. It's just a little side game that you can play within the Theater Mechanicus card game. What is it called? Genius Invocation? That's the one. But this is the big change that everyone should be talking about. Archon quests will now give an intertwined fate. So if you're playing the game, you've played it, you've grinded it out, you could have like 20 wishes ready to go when this update drops in 3.5. That's amazing. That is a lot of wishes to get out of the blue, but also Hero's Wit, Sanctified Essence. This is super good for new players because you can get more characters leveled up, you can get more artifacts leveled up. This is bigger than I thought. Even the weapon experience is more interesting than I thought it was going to be because early game, you know, you got to go get a bunch of crystals to level up all your weapons to 20 and 40. It's just a nice quality of life change. Also, there's another code for you to enjoy. Make sure you enter that before it goes away. Okay, so it seems like a bit of a filler patch. I get that, but, you know, Dehya being on standard, for some people, they might not like that. For me, it's a win. I do not value Chi-Chi at all. Chi-Chi is trash. Absolute trash tier. I don't care if you think she's good. I think she's so bad, it's beyond redeemable. And so having one more character in there, when they added Tanari, for me was a win. Adding Dehya in is another win. Yes, it's harder for me to get Diluc. Yes, it's harder to get Kaching. Yes, it's harder to get Jean. But I would rather get Dehya, even if her scaling is bad, than Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi is an unusable piece of... I'm going to settle down. I'm going to settle down. I just don't like Chi-Chi at all. And I think that's an interesting change. The wishes from the Archon quest are kind of like the big high for me, but it's also just a one-time thing. So, you know, after you get that, it's going to be gone. But this is a filler patch in a lot of sense, other than the DAINSLEF quest. It is a chance for you to get a bunch of Primo Gems to save up. But one thing that I did want to discuss is if you are a newer player, you're trying to make your account stronger, you are maybe trying to save for Dehya, you could consider getting Yelan, you could consider getting like a Hu Tao. I don't know where you are with your account, but these banners, in my opinion, are going to be a lot higher value. But also, Ayaka is coming, and Ayaka can be an insanely good character as well. If you do want to wish in 3.5, you know, maybe Ayaka is your option, something to consider. Many of you probably already have her, but you can be pretty awesome. I'm going to be saving, but I'm also not going to be grinding a bunch. I'm probably going to log in when there's one of the events. I'm going to wait to the last day, bang it out on stream in one day, and I'm going to be trying some other games. There's a game called Higana Ruthiel. I don't know if it's going to be good. It's like a turn-based kind of card game. I don't know. I'm going to try it out. It's a gacha game. I might stream it. I don't know. I don't think I'll make any videos on it. We'll see if it like captivates me. But on my other channel, my More MTash channel, I'm probably going to play a bunch of Destiny because there's a new, you know, update or DLC coming out for Destiny. And my main channel might be a little quiet until there is more news. I still want to cover Genshin, but I might just play some other games and kind of disappear for a little bit doing that. And, you know, everything's fine. Everything's all good. You know, it is what it is. But I think we're just going to take a little bit of a sleeper and not be trying to post out videos when there's nothing to really say. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye.